Here we are. We're going to kick things into our guest experts we have today. Very, very excited about this presentation. Just to set it up, as you know, we've been talking about trying to up our level of contact with our clients, with our database, because we recognize that repeat and referral is the lifeblood of a real estate business. And of course, when you come to your database marketing plan, like we just did a workshop a few weeks ago, we've got another one coming on Friday. I'm going to tell you a little bit later. We're talking about trying to connect with our database 28 to 36 times a year. And one of the easiest ways to knock a chunk of that off is having a monthly newsletter. But of course, we don't want to mail it in. We don't want to just send fruitcake recipes and out of touch advice that's sort of national in nature or even global. We want to be able to give real hyper local content. And this particular newsletter from Real Info Box and we're going to present today is frankly the best newsletter I've personally seen as far as a set it and forget it. If you looked at the demo that I sent out that was below the promo from yesterday's sales meeting and you read that from top to bottom, I did not write a single word on that newsletter. So for those of you who've reached out and said, hey, great job on that, I didn't do anything other than sign up for it. So here we have today, we have the founder and Remax agent who's originally created the newsletter. We've got Miki here. We're going to say hello, Miki. We're going to bring their client care specialist, Martina, up. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
You guys obviously didn't get the wardrobe memos on Real Info Box, eh? You kind of went in different directions today.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be creative. You got to stay creative. This is usually so boring, so I need to bring some color in here.
Yeah, which one of you is the stats person and which one of you is the content creator?
You want to guess?
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we really appreciate you taking the time to be here. As you know, I'm a big fan of your product, and I'm excited to turn the wheel over to you. So I'm going to bring the slides on. I'm going to duck into the back here, and you just tell me when you want me to hit next on the slides, okay?
Okay, well, thank you, Braden, and good morning, everybody. Today, this is going to be very quick and hopefully surprising and entertaining for you. I'm going to tell you how you can actually get the peace of mind with all the people that you don't have time to reach out and to connect with. You can do it with us, with our product. I'm going to let Miki explain his story. He, as Braden said, he's an active agent for Remax, and he was just missing something that he had to invent. So Miki, over to you, and then I'm going to take it back.
Okay. Thank you, Martina. Braden, thank you again for having us here. Really appreciate that. So when I joined the real estate, I went straight from school, straight from university, but early on, I realized the relationship. That's what makes everything happen. And it was pretty easy at the beginning once you have 100, maybe a couple hundred people in your database. But once you do lots of open houses or even online leads these days, you get to a few hundred, it becomes a challenge. You got a couple buyers, a few listings on the go, and there's absolutely no time for anything. So I was looking for a solution, even I can do a personal touch, something that's something I'd be proud and also like a professional to send out. Most of the products I seen kind of more of a national level, nobody kind of dig deeper, nobody had little hands-on experience. So I decided to create my own, and then few agents at the office noticed, and this is what happened. Here we are today. We've been helping hundreds of agents since thousands of emails. It's been more than 10 years now. But when I got a real test where my life changes, you can see there's Edmonton, Vancouver, and British Columbia. So these are all the brokerages I worked at. And I'm also licensed in BC. I wasn't active there, but I held my license in Remax Crest. But when I moved 2011 from Edmonton to Calgary, that's when the real test came in. It was unexpected. It was an opportunity for my wife, and I followed her. So brand new city, don't know anyone, had to start from scratch. I was able to still maintain the relationship, mostly due to the newsletter, and over 4 years period. So my 10 years efforts, it's really hard to sell a real estate business. I got around $90,000 back in terms of working with the agent who did all the referrals. So let us show you how this works. I give the word back to Martina, and then thank you again.
Cool. Yeah. Isn't it funny that sometimes you just have to invent something that you're missing on the market? So yeah, we're going to show you, let's talk about email marketing for just a little bit. So how many touches does it take for a real estate agent to not be forgotten? Braden, what's the number in your office again? Did you say 28?
Yeah, we tend to get people with 28 to 36 touches, but that's a combination of automated stuff like what you're talking about, but also some personalized touches, calls, handwritten note cards, client events, etc.
Yeah, totally. So the numbers really differ from what I've Googled. We can do 12, we have 12 months, we have 12 newsletters per year. And then we have 52 weekly items that we send out regularly for your social media. So that's 64 touches without you doing anything. I think that's a pretty good deal. Is email still relevant, do you ask? Well, we like to say that email is the cockroach of the internet, and I am feeling very confused right now because I don't see any faces or any laughter. I hope there's some laughter in the back. You can't really
I do have a laugh track here. Hold on a sec. Is that good? Just trust me. Everyone's laughing.
Wonderful. You can't kill email. Email is the form of communication that actually stays. You have all the other apps, but they're hard to navigate. You send your money through email. You sign deals through email. All the transfers, everything has to be verified by email. So that's why it is relevant. With the new anti-spam rules in Canada, email has become even more valuable because everything that's not relevant is being marked as spam. So you actually really have to earn the trust of your people that you're emailing. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But if the people that you're sending the email to don't like it, they can always unsubscribe, and then everything is good on all sides. Okay, newsletter engagement. We like to look at these 3 levels of engagement. Some people just, look at the subject line. Some people will open it, scroll through it, maybe read something. But the most important is the third part, is the third group. And that's the people who will actually click on the links. This is a crucial part of our product because you can log into the software and you can see who is clicking on what, and you have to make sure that you're calling these people. These are the names who are looking for changes in their lives. So, but even if your recipients are in the first group, in the first level of engagement, it's okay because they still can see your name. They can know that you are active, you didn't retire. Maybe they're thinking, oh, what was the name of my real estate agent 5 years ago? I can't remember. Who am I gonna do this with this year? Well, they know that you are here. They know that you are in their mailbox, and they can just click on your name and call you. Next slide, please. Yeah, continuity. We all know that it's all about being continuous. You will forget about us very soon because everything is automated. You don't have to do anything, just like Braden said, but your clients will not forget about you. Let's go to the branding side. Yeah, so this is just a few people from your office who already reached out to us, who we are in touch with. The branding is all about you. It's not just the banner and the logo that we do. We can get really creative. If we jump on the next slide, if you are a writer, or maybe you're a painter, maybe you're a blogger, you do videos, you have a mortgage broker who you love to work with, or an inspector, you can really customize anything you want, and you can promote through this newsletter anyone from your friends who does any cool stuff, right? You can add your Rank My Agent score. You can do your awards, whatever. It's just everything gets loaded up and it stays there. We're not trying to fight your marketing that you already do. We're just embracing it. Everything will lead to your websites, to your sources, so you don't have to change anything on your side. You just give us the information, basically. We have these action buttons that are, again, interconnected to your sources, so it goes all back. Again, you can track the people who are clicking on these links, and yeah, you just have to make sure you're calling them and not the other ones, right? You can add listings. That's the next slide, please. You can add listings to the presentation as well. You can showcase not just what you're selling right now, but also what's sold. Listings are usually better for credibility, even better than testimonials, I want to say. because they know that you are being trusted by others, right? So yeah, just let your database know, build the credibility, and be consistent. That's one of the things. Statistics. This is the niche of our work. This is what Miki does. This is what he built the business on. We take the numbers from boards. We translate them into these very easy to read, very mobile friendly stats that can be printed, that can be downloaded. You can print it out for your listing presentation. You can just send it over to your clients, or they will receive it with the newsletter like this. And it shows the trend. That's the most important part, that it shows the trend. What was last year, what was last month, what's the current situation. And I think that's just great. Our content is created by this pretty young lady. Her name is Claire. She lives in Vancouver, and she's a homeowner. She is renting as well her house. She's a CBC journalist, and she's just super great. And we are the picture that you see on the right side, that's a neighborhood profile. We obviously just started in Victoria, but for Calgary or Edmonton, for example, we already have a database of these neighborhood profiles that you can always go back to, and you can draw from that. And you can, you have a client that wants to buy a house in this neighborhood. Well, you show them what's all the numbers that you can see. What's the home ownership? What's the rental? What's the age? What's the everything? Social media items that, oh yes, and here's another, yeah, you can go to the next one, Braden, sorry. This is how you track the results. So these are the numbers from Braden's campaign. He sent it twice, but you can see that the open rate was 76.5%, which is crazy. And the other one was 85.7. So I'm not going to promise you that you're going to have this open rate for your newsletters. This was the first one. The first one has always the biggest impact. Usually the open rate is about 35-40%. That's still really good. But what you need to see is the clicks. That's the people that's the number on the right side. And that's the people who are interested in what you're providing. And this is the social media items that I wanted to talk about. This is these are the pictures that we sent you each week. It's mostly based on numbers, as you can see. Again, these are numbers taken from boards, put into nice graphic designs, so you can post it on your social media, or for additional fees, we can post them for you if you want that. So let's go to the next one. The crazy special deal that we did for you with Braden, because Braden, you really, man, you're working on a different level here. We work with brokers and you're on a different level. So you absolutely deserve all the credit here. Your agents, for you guys, we have a special offer of $45 per plus GST monthly. And that includes all the customizations that I was talking about, all the creativity, all the banners that you want to put there, or buttons or videos or whatever. That's all free, just for you. We usually charge for that. So there's no contract. You can cancel anytime. It's just month-to-month payments. And you can lock in your price now, which is always a good idea, I think. So to start with us, all you have to do is send us your photo that you want to use, or we can just download one from your website. But sometimes you have a better one that you want to use for this, and some visual guidelines. We do have clients who like their newsletters all pink, so we make them pink. Some clients want to stay in the Remax colors or in the brokerage colors. We can do that. Then you approve, you export your database. That's all the people that are just sitting there waiting for you to get in touch. So you will export that, we will upload it, and then you're done. You're done. For $45 a month, you can get a coffee and rest. So this is more people from the office that reached out. Thank you and hello, welcome to our team. And yeah, that's everything. I am confident that this is gonna bring you value, because for the money, it's a crazy it's a crazy deal. This is how you sign up. This is the last page of my presentation. You go to our website, realinfobox.com, and the right top corner, try it for free. You hit newsletter, sign up, and that's that. Any questions?
Yes, Miki and Martina, thank you so much for that presentation and the kind words. I'll send you the $5 per compliment after the call.
That was the deal. That was the deal.
Yeah, we it looks like we got a couple people who are looking at signing up. A few questions on how it works. Now, I know, Martina, you and I were chatting about doing a session where you're going to show like almost like a training session on how the interface works, how to send it, and all that. Is that something you want to talk about now, or do we want to confirm a date after the meeting?
We can confirm the date right now. I think we agreed on next week, Thursday.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be with our software person who actually knows how to do these things. Miki will be there for sure as well, because he knows this too. I get very confused by sometimes.
Thursday, for those of you who are interested, whether you're signing up or just want to see a little bit more behind the scenes before you decide if it's for you, that's Thursday, the 28th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right, our Alberta friends?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that's 2 o'clock your time. You're in the future. It looks like so far we don't have any questions, but there's definitely some interest here. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to do this and doing the presentation. So thank you guys both, and looking forward to doing some training next week. Oh, Miki, you have something to say?
Yeah, Brandon, just thank you so much again. I'd like to just add, so what we're offering right now is the demo. You sign up through a traditional process, but we'll take you out of the demo and let you experience the product. So set it up for you, have the first mail out done, and then you can get a feedback even from the people who receive it. So once we see anybody from the office, we look up manually and we get in touch with you. Small team, there is 5 of us, so we'll be more one-on-one from the time you kind of fill up the form. So.
For sure. We do have a question here. This one's coming from Terry Karash. She's asking, can we send this out ourselves instead? And I don't fully understand the question, Terry. So if you want to add more context, please do. But in terms of how the system works, like every month, would we have, is there any manual labor on our part once we've added it? Because I know you can log in and there's stuff that you can do within it. Can you maybe just give us a little bit of a rundown of like what the workflow would look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the beginning of each month, we'll send you a preview. You can log in. You can either, you can be creative, or you can just leave it up to us and it gets sent. You can log in and you can delete articles. You can add stuff to it. You can just review whatever we created, and you can send it yourself, or it gets sent when we update the numbers. The numbers come out, is it the first week? In the first few days of each month. So after the numbers come out, we update the visuals, and then it goes out.
So you have the ability to add your own editorial piece to it if you want, or change it, make those changes and send it out from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Great. Well, I think that's all we have time for today. I really appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you. It's a great product. And if people have questions before next Thursday's session, who's the best person to direct them to, Martina?
That would be me. So yeah, email us at info@realinfobox.com.
Awesome. We'll make sure that goes out in our weekly meeting recap as well. Okay, everyone watching at home or at the office, let's do a round of applause. Hit that like, hit that love, and we'll just say thank you so long, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day. All right, there you have it. That is the team from Real Infobox. I was very excited when I saw this product 4 years ago, and then heartbroken when I found out it wasn't available in Victoria. So what a delight to start 2021 to see they're now operating here. Hopefully you guys like it. And if not, that's okay too. There are other solutions out there, but this is definitely one that I think is worth checking out.